Hey guys, Abesh here. In the last month alone, I have scaled my coaching program to over 50 members in just 30 days, as you can see from this Stripe link shown here. And I'm going to show you exactly what I did day by day to make it work and how you can do the same so you can also implement it in your own coaching program as well. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the mindset behind it, the strategy, the backend system, and the exact moves that filled it up so fast, and it helped me made this number as you can see on the screen here as well. Okay, because this was built on intention and fast execution and a few key decisions that completely change how you approach scaling your own coaching program as well. So by the end of this video, I hope you will find this entire step-by-step process very valuable, so you can also implement it in your own coaching program and you can also scale fast as well. Cool. So as you can see here, right, the conversion rate 247k in the last 31 days. All the members that had initially signed up, just for a little bit of a proof as well. So every time someone came onto the coaching program, they automatically get a message as well, and everyone welcomes them and they just introduce themselves as well. So this is essentially all the members. There are a couple of more, but just a couple of screenshots that members doing an introduction about themselves as well. Okay, so let's get straight right into it then. As per the title, right, watch this to increase your revenue by 300%. So just copy me. Okay, so as you can see for the funnel, guys, there are two main components that really helped it. It was the funnel and it was the sale. Okay, and later on we'll get into more detail as well. But how we was able to acquire this many people and how it can also help you guys as well is via the funnel. It's very important what type of funnel that we do use. Okay, so it was the acquisition funnel. We launched a webinar. Okay, so we created a waitlist for the funnel, right? And in order for us to kind of get people onto the waitlist, we utilized IG stories, broadcast, TikTok, YouTube CTAs, and on the CTAs as well, it was like join the waitlist for the live training happening. Okay, so it was very important in terms of what type of stories that I was ultimately pushing out, value based, trying to break as much limiting beliefs as I can, and just trying to give as much educational piece so they see value in actually wanting to join the waitlist as well. Okay, so once they did join the waitlist, then they get taken on to the VSL landing page. Okay, from there, right, we try to build as much scarcity as we can, limited seats and early bonuses for those that do enter early as well, free resources, for example. And after we try to build as much scarcity as we can, we essentially get them to fill out a type form, right, just to qualify them more, just to make sure that we're only getting serious people on our webinar, because ultimately we do not want to be getting a lot of broke individuals, because it's no point ultimately, right? As much as it's going to be valuable for them, we want to make sure that we want to be getting as much qualified leads as we can in our pipeline as well. So after they fill out the type form, right, they essentially have to pay £5 per entry, and this way we just kind of indoctrinate more qualified leads as well, and we're only getting qualified leads. We've got that peace of mind where if individuals pay even up to £5, which is a price of a coffee anyway, right? But at least this way we know that we're only getting serious leads, and we are automatically removing the less qualified leads as well, and not so serious leads as well. Okay, so this worked very well, £5 per entry. And then once we gathered their name, their phone number and their email, they get sent confirmation email and SMS as well. And because of our automation systems where everything is automated via email, as soon as they sign up, right, they get the confirmation email and SMS sent to them, and they will be added onto a VIP WhatsApp group, and this is where we was ultimately nurturing them. Okay, so they get basically onto another page saying join our WhatsApp group for instant daily communication, and when the webinar day does come, you get the link sent there as well alongside the emails. Okay, so on the WhatsApp group, right, it's basically a lot of hype creation for the waitlist, posting daily proofs, results, countdowns, me sending reminders, right? You are confirmed. WhatsApp group opens tomorrow. Okay, so once they are added onto the WhatsApp group, then like I mentioned again, daily nurturing blocks. So that's where I am essentially providing as much value drops as I can, proof of results, right? Seeing other people getting results in the private community as well. A lot of voice notes, a lot of talking on cameras, reminders, free resources, ultimately just trying to break as much limiting beliefs as we can, because people like to see results, right? So we were just providing as much results as we can, so there's no reason why they can't achieve that result as well. Okay, So from us just doing this on a daily basis, we was kind of subconsciously already on indoctrinating that they can also do it, and we're just creating that hype that when they do come to the webinar day, it's going to be so valuable that they're going to take so much from the webinar as well. So after doing this on a daily basis up until the webinar, right, the webinar day happened, and it was actually 3 hours long. It was meant to be like hour and a half, but we pushed it to an extra hour and a half, so we doubled it. We just tried to give as much value as we can. And after the webinar day happened, and after the webinar finished, same again, value drops, proof drops, and book a call. Again, they do get mentioned, book a call, in the webinar as well. However, the one thing that we like to do, and we kind of pushed more towards, was try and be not too salesy, because we understand that most of these people have already been on webinars, right? And towards the end, they know there's going to be some sort of a pitch coming. However, what we like to do and what we essentially implemented was, yes, the pitch part is going to be at the end in terms of how we can help them scale, or how we can help them ultimately level up their personal development in sales, in closing. What we did was we just briefly touched up on it, okay, rather than a hard sell. So that's what made people trust us more as well. Okay, so after the post-webinar nurturing, after the book a call, again, that was sent in the WhatsApp group, what we did was we followed up with another webinar 1 week after the initial webinar. So if the webinar was Saturday, we did another follow-up webinar the next Saturday as well, just so we can capture all the leads that were busy, that we're not able to make it. So we're capturing every single lead, and we're not missing every single lead out as well, because one lead can literally make you a couple of thousands as well. Okay, so we ran that one post webinar again 1 week after, and same again, value drop, proof drops, book a call in the WhatsApp group, and just create as much urgency as we can. Okay, so this then following up to the sales side of things. Okay, so what was the content strategy that we ultimately implemented that helped us to get this results? So what we did is we posted every new member that joined. This was essentially to build as much credibility as we can, to show that, oh, people are actually joining. Okay, so we posted a lot of client wins, and we posted a lot of lifestyle content. We shared our own results. We broke as much limiting beliefs as we can again. And what we also did was posted a little story sequence where we said, reply to this story to get the webinar recording for free. Okay, so the ones that were not able to make the first webinar or the second webinar, the story, what we did was we did another story sequence where we added a CTA at the end, where if you want to get access to this for free, then reply free. Okay, from there again, they watched the webinar, and then this was a method to kind of upsell them onto our program as well. Okay, so Reels were also very educational, a lot of value based and a lot of testimonial based as well. Okay, just so they're constantly seeing results, and we just created a lot of scarcity in there as well. So stories were a mix of CTAs, value, and trust building as well, and that was one key thing that kind of helped us grow at a large scale for that specific month, because we just had a lot of trust that individuals were looking at our YouTube, they were getting funneled onto our webinar, and they were also getting funneled onto like the book a call as well. So because we had quite a few long form content, that just made them want to trust us more, as that's the feedback that we got from the closer as well. How did you hear about us? Via YouTube. Okay, because that's what we ultimately do. Even after the webinar, if it's like an Instagram, TikTok funnel, we just lead them all onto YouTube just so they could watch the long form content as well. And it just makes it more easier to convert them into a paying customer in the end as well. Okay, so leading up to the IG funnel and the DMs. Okay, so the DM setter system, right? This was also very key, because we want to make sure that we're only getting qualified leads onto the closer's calendar. Okay, so the closer has her own framework to do that she ultimately follows, just making sure that the closer's only getting the closer's only getting qualified leads as well. So we was getting a lot of inbound leads, we was getting the setter to do a lot of outbound outreaches as well. And from there, once they qualify, making sure the financials, the main decision maker is going to be on the call, that they're serious, the desire is there, and try to book them in as soon as possible within the next 12 to 48 hours. They must watch the post booking call that will ultimately help them nurture more before they jump on a call with the closer. Okay, so once the setter has qualified the specific lead via the DMs, okay, and they have booked them in, what they do is they send a pre-call note to the closer, just so the closer can look at that pre-call note and then they can jump on that sales call with that specific prospect as well. And of course, guys, we have got all systems in place in terms of the Slack automation, so not everything is done manually, everything is kind of automated, so it saves everyone time as well. Okay, so once the pre-call note has been sent to the closer, right, reminders get sent to the prospect, automated SMS, emails. Bearing in mind the DM setter is also tracking that as well, as per the tracking sheets as well. Okay, from there, the closer reaches out in the morning. For example, if the call is tomorrow, right, the closer reaches out early in the morning tomorrow just to make sure that they are attending the call. The closer sends post-booking video prospects must watch that the setter also did, just to double confirm that they've actually watched it and that they must watch it before they jump on the call as well. This is just one key lever to kind of make sure that they have seen the results before they jump on a call. It just ultimately warms them up more, okay? And it's worked. So once the closer confirms that the prospect has watched it, and once the prospect has replied, yep, I've watched it, looking forward to our call, then closer jumps on the call. If the deal is closed, then the onboarding doc gets sent to the prospect via email. Okay, and the closer also tells like welcome on board for the prospect. If the call is not closed, then follow up 8 times, and then the lead gets sent to the free community and gets sent free resources as well, so they can later on be upsold into the high ticket coaching program. Okay, so that's that bit, right? And same again, right? IG onto the YouTube. So every time a lead goes to our IG, they get funneled into the YouTube as well. Okay, so what they must do is watch long form content, right? And if a prospect is going on to the YouTube, there is going to be a description, and within the description there's going to be a landing page that is ultimately a funnel that if they do watch the YouTube, then on the description they can be upsold onto the landing page where they can look at the VSL. Okay, so when they do watch the long YouTube content, right, they'll be able to see the landing page is on the description, and when they do click on it, right, there is going to be a Typeform in place. And what then happens after that is once that specific prospect has filled up the Typeform and booked onto a call, it will automatically trigger as per our automation system, and the dialer will get a notification saying X person has filled out this application form and has booked a call for X date. Okay, so what the dialer will then do is make sure to call that specific prospect within the next 1 minute while they are still warm. And the dialer's ultimate task is to make sure that they are who they say they are as well, because on the Typeform, right, there's going to be questions in there that ultimately mentions how serious they are, how committed they are, how much funds they have. But the thing is, people do lie, so that's why the dialer is there, to make sure that they are who they say they are. The closer is also getting qualified leads onto their calendar. Okay, so once the dialer dials, if they are unqualified, same again, they get sent to the free community and get sent free resources so they can be upsold in the near future. If they are qualified and they do say who they are, and what the dialer does is just confirms, and same again, sends pre-call notes to the closer, and then same again, just follow this part down the line as well. Okay, so content engine that really drove demand for this offer. Okay, so it was a lot of social proof, right? We posted every single new student enrollment. Okay, we screenshotted a lot of results, and those new students that did come in the program, they were also seeing a lot of results very quickly as well. So this made other people want to join our program as well, because it ultimately created curiosity as well, and it made them get into our ecosystem. And the moment they come into our ecosystem is the moment they start getting nurtured, they start seeing all of the value, they start looking at the long form YouTube content, and it's just the chances of them booking a call is a lot higher as well. So screenshotted results, shared student wins daily, and reels focused on student testimonials as well. That's the one thing that I heavily leveraged on and heavily pushed out, was just results. Okay, but done correctly as well. So moving on to consistent value, okay, educational reels, the messaging in the content as well. I was only focusing on the problem messages that my specific ICP are currently facing. So that was very important. I was targeting the right ICPs, and from that I was breaking limiting beliefs from the content, the short form and the long form, as well as the IG story as well. I was showing behind the scenes of the program. I was also making sure that the content is just not all CTA based. It was a mix. So it was a mix of lifestyle and credibility, my own results as well. And that kind of came in with the webinars plus aggressive follow-up touch points as well. So this essentially kept prospects very warm and very trusting in our program as well. Okay, so moving on to the nurturing side, and I could see that, you know, in different offers that I have kind of helped, right, the nurturing side needs to be dialed in. So what we did and how we was able to kind of excel and get a lot of these people, and that's why we do not have any single one that have said we need a refund, is because our nurturing and our fulfillment is very dialed in. Why? Because we have got daily support, we have got high engagement, they get direct involvement with me, okay, structured community experience, clear channels for support, wins, accountability, and Q&A. If ever they feel stuck, there's immediate access for help, encouragement and recognition for every single win. There's end of days, right? And there's also giveaways every single month for top performer as well. So there's a little bit of a friendly competition going forward. And this is one key tool to kind of use to make sure that your private community stays focused and stays locked in as well. If you add in a small win at the end of the month, for example, whoever the top performer is, they'll either get like a 1000 USD or a free one-on-one call with them. Then it just adds that extra credibility, and it just makes them want to push harder as well, and it just builds that friendly competition in there as well, and it just keeps your community constantly ticking over as well. And that way you'll be able to get more referrals in, because the results will speak for itself. If they're doing everything on a daily basis, end of day, then you are most likely to see your members in the private community getting results, and in return you're going to get a lot of referrals, you're going to get a lot of people that are wanting to kind of join the program, because it just builds curiosity as well. Okay, so from all of that, right, it all leads down to genuine care and leadership as well. The one thing is, I genuinely do care, and as soon as someone gets stuck, I will reply to them, and I say it on day one as well. Every time they come in, I say, look, I'm going to give you my best support, and I know that you will get results. However, in order for me to give you that, 110%, I need that same energy back. So in terms of replies, it will be quick. However, some cases I may be busy, but I will get back to you eventually. Okay, so from day one, I kind of indoctrinate that in their head as well. So this really increased trust, it increased retention, referrals, and members' success. Okay, so that's how we was ultimately able to scale. So this led to our numbers right here. So right, total booked calls that we have were 84, right? Total calls that showed up was 76. We had 8 no-shows. Okay, so that was a 9.50%. Show up rate 90.4%. Deals closed 50. Closing rate was 65.78%. Average enrollment time 2 to 10 days. Payment structures paid in full, it was 20, so 40%, and payment structure installments was 60%, and refunds 0, because the nurturing side is very dialed in as well. Okay, so yeah guys, I hope this really helped, and in terms of like little examples of story sequences which I did, as you can see, I had like a lot of ask me a question, right? As you can see here, members joining in the coaching program, little CTA stories there, like 2 spots left, a lot of scarcity in there as well. So yeah, I hope everyone that is going to be watching this video, I hope you find it valuable, and I hope that some bits in here you can also implement in your own coaching program. But yeah guys, if you have any questions in terms of your own coaching program, if you need help with scaling it, then please do message me on Instagram, and I would love to kind of see what your current funnels are and if there is any way where I can add value to your coaching program as well. But thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.